And that's the cops. Oh, it's got spark. It's freaking shocked me. It just sounds better. Sorry, honey. This is out of her car. They are set right. I'm just going to give it a couple of... Oh, look at that. Couple of wraps on the spring. Oh, it's still here. All right, let's see if I can, I might have to take the exhaust off. Fortunately, it's super lubricated from being upside down. Briggs and Stratton has predictable bolt sizes, which is awesome. Which these are not 7/16. What are they, 3/8? Maybe I just need a 6-sided 7/16. See what I was using. Yeah, I had a 12-sided socket in there. This one's 6-sided. Well, that's a problem. It has been sitting for nigh on 20 years or something like that. I think this came off of a rototiller. Yeah, these aren't going to come out. Well, let me try something. I have these, what are they called? Oh, these are metric though. There's a kind of like an easy out socket. Yeah, I don't have one for that size. Let me try, I have something else. It's another different style. No, I think I'm screwed. Let me brainstorm this and see what I can come up with. Okay, I got it off. I ended up taking an old worn out 10mm deep well socket. Can you see where I'm at here? Yeah. And I hammered it on there. Like that. Impacted off. And I got them. So another 10mm. And I snapped that one. That's good. Great. And snap that one. Boy. Was that a good idea? Probably not. But if I'm going to use this, gosh, that sucks. Fortunately, though, you're not totally screwed with the Briggs. There's threads in here, so I can use this type of muffler. Just thread it in there. Bummer. You know, I thought those were going to go. I've never had one not go. Aluminum gasket. Alright, well, let's continue. See if we can break off more bolts here. Yep. More of the same. Alright, I got my impact screwdriver here. We'll just try to see what happens. This thing kind of gives a twisting motion as you hammer. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that one's going. Boy. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, that one went good and easy. Wow. Yeah, just like that. Drop my bit down inside there. Right on the magnet. Yeah. I was kind of worried after snapping those exhaust bolts off. This wasn't going to come off. Sometimes you get lucky. I think this is another 7/16 down here. So, let me get a wrench. I don't want to curse. I don't want to be to test my luck is what I'm trying to say. Oh, look, that's just hand loose. Okay. And then we have our linkage. There we go. One super nasty updraft, downdraft carburetor. I don't know what you call it, what you like. All right, let's. I'm gonna clean off the bench, and then we'll try to take this apart and clean it. Because it is a catastrophe. All right, guys. I got a tray here. Here's the carburetor. We'll see if we can get this apart and get it cleaned. I just want to hear this thing idle. Imagine if I use this engine on something like a go-kart or mini bike, I probably won't even use this carburetor unless it works good. But we'll see. So I got a couple of screwdrivers here. Let's see if I can start just by taking this apart. Water. Now with any downdraft carburetor, you got to remove this needle and jet before you pull the float bowl off. This will give us a good idea of what we're going to run into in here too. Ew. Well, maybe it'll run. Now I gotta get this jet out. Oh. Oh no. You kidding me? I can't get that jet out. I might have to just clean around it. Usually those jets come right out, but this thing's been set outside for a long time. Yeah, see, I can't. It kind of holds it together. This is a big long needle. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look what's coming out of this thing. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to let this thing sit with this penetrating oil on it for, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that. And then we'll try it again, see what happens. Okay. I kind of just quenched it. I got it hot with a torch with some lube in there. I just dunked the whole thing in a bucket of water. Now, let's get another paper towel. Oh, hold on. Somebody's calling me. Alright, we're making some progress. I heated and quenched it 2 more times. And then I end up taking this little punch. And you can kind of see on the jet, there's 2 kind of, I don't know, can you see that? There's 2 sides of the jet that are thicker. And I just tapped on either side, kind of jarred the threads. And I found my little modified screwdriver. And now it's just moving back and forth. So we're gonna see if we can't get this out and see what it looks like right here on camera. I thought this thing had whooped me, and it still may. I'm just going to keep working, and hopefully this thing will allow me to take it out. I'm getting a little progress every time. It's probably going to take me like a few minutes to work this thing out. I ain't been out in a while. You're not going to defeat me this time. Okay, let me work on this because there's tons of threads. Tons. So let me work on this, and I'll get you back when I get this thing out. All right, I made it all the way around. And it's unscrewing. I keep having to clean the threads out with this little wire brush and blowing them out, and we're getting there. Man, I almost gave up on this carburetor. I was like, oh, we'll just... It ran. Well, you know, video over. No way, not today, guys. Yeah, like I said, this carburetor or screwdriver. Kind of learned this from Musty One. He just shaved the hinge down of a bigger screwdriver. Like here's a littler one, but it's got a doesn't have such a big tip. So you take this was like about this size, like a number 1 or number 2 or something like that. You just grind down the edges. It fits down in there. It gives you a better purchase. And I've got carb cleaner, WD-40, and penetrant in this thing. It's like the trifecta. Okay. I can see it now. It's beat up, but we got it. Ugh, come on. Oh yeah, good thing we did too. See, this thing, it goes up way into the carburetor, so you can't even pull the top off. Oh yeah, good thing, huh? Look at that. Eek. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I did dunk it in the water bucket like 3 times, so that's why there's all water. There was water coming out of it, so. All right, I'm gonna quickly take this apart and clean it, and we'll put it back together. All right, so I'm gonna quickly clean the carburetor, clean all these little passages and little, you can't even see through this thing. And put this thing together. I got a gas tank over here. I'll screw something like a 2x4 to the bench, and we'll hook up a remote fuel tank, and I'll see if we can get this thing to idle. That'd be freaking cool. All right, let me clean this thing, and I'll get back to you. Briggs, just cleaning that, man, dang. Here he goes here. There's your tail. Took some more joint. Good boy. Is that gonna come out? I don't think so. Lightly put it in the vise. Can you guys see what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to just clamp it in really lightly and then push. Let me see. Pushing down on this pin right here. Yeah, right there's a pin. Oh, it did it. It's doing it. It's doing it. Let me put some fluid on here. Slowly going. Seems like it wants to go that way. I'm going to get a very precision tool here. Okay. We have a nail, you know, I'm just going to try to this is a drywall nail, which is too big. Got to get a smaller one. See if we can find a it's a finish nail. That's probably more appropriate. Drywall nails are a little too fat for Briggs and Stratton. Give it a place to go, huh? Oh, and it worked. Look at that rusty bugger. All right. Oh. A little ridge on there. You can see there's a little ridge on the needle. It's hard to believe that this is rubber, being a 1975. But rubber ones seem to work a little better than the brass ones for longevity and, you know, sealing when they're bad. And that is completely plugged. There we go. A little piece of wire. Look at the condition of this thing. Oh, look at that. Thing wants to play. Everything wants to play on this thing. It looks like hell, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to run just fine and idle. So I think about everything being the same size. The 7/16 I've been using since the beginning of this. Oh yeah, there we go. See, there's your problem. Let's take our finish nail, dig out the whatever that is. I don't know what you'd call that. Blockage. It's like a 3. Take this guy out. Oh man, that's good. That looks good. Not bad at all. There is another jet behind the air, but I doubt we're gonna. That's a, it's clear. Air compressor. It's being used like 1,000 feet away. No, it's like 100 feet away. You can hear it though. Okay, let's put that back at where it was 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's still pretty narpy in there. Oh, that's what hit the deck. A little wire brush. Well, I really think that's about as good as it's going to get. There's not much to this thing. There's idle adjustment. Its main nozzle, where's that at? That needs clean still. I have a little piece of wire here. Where'd that go? There it is. Yep, ram that out. There's only one. Or look, all most of these emulsion tubes have holes all the way down. This one just has these 3 holes here. That's it. Like Terrell says, it ain't the space shuttle. And that's exactly what I think those guys were thinking when they made this thing. The choke. It's working. It's dirty. It's working. Alright. Let's put it back together. Hopefully this gasket will just serve us a little longer. Maybe I should clean that up. Okay. Old bench wire wheel here to clean this guy up. Let's put our nasty float back in place. Well, it looks like where the needle goes in, there's a little bit of corrosion in there. I think that's a little too big for my wire brush here. So let me figure out something for that. What I'll do is take some wood. Now wood's a good for polishing brass. If I can get this the right size, it'll serve well to clean the sides up in here. Yeah, you can see. Make it a tiny bit skinnier with a screwdriver. Just trying to scratch some of the corrosion off the walls. Looks a lot better. Oh yeah. Worked. Just because I'll put a little WD-40 in there. Just kind of rinse the corrosion off. Alright, now we're putting that back to putting our nasty float back on. It'll cooperate this time. Yes, it did. Whoo, doggy. Look at that. Okay, this is also packed full. Ooh, he brought my air back in here. Good, that's what I needed. Son's changing some tires on his car. Screw this back on here with no Teflon whatsoever. I'll just use corrosion. Oh boy, I messed up, didn't put this. Oh, it's fine. It's a Briggs. Yeah, look how crusty that is in there. Maybe I'll take some Scotch-Brite. Or just, 50 grit sandpaper. Oh, it did nothing. It needs sandblasted, but it'll be fine. I just want to see if I can get this thing to idle. Oh, there's a little notch there. Can't get it wrong. Now only one of these screws goes in here now, because the choke. Yeah, actually I might leave that off. It's a neat little gizmo, but that's it. Let me I'm gonna finish buttoning this up. I'll clean this idle air jet too. I'll use the bench grinder. We'll clean this up. I'll assemble this, put the main jet nozzle in and everything, and then we'll turn it back on. Alright, I got that main nozzle all shined up. I put a little tiny dab of anti-seize on the threads here, just for the next guy. You know, probably won't ever be a next guy, but probably be me. So, yeah. I want to clean this up too. Alright. Got the carb all put back on. Everything kind of hooked up. I left the little air horn off. It goes over here. That way I can see if the choke is on or not. Yeah, I got rigged up a really safe temporary fuel tank. I found this muffler. That's what I said about being threads. There's a threaded muffler style. Since I snapped the bolts off, which is really cool. I might weld a nut on there, pull that off. Yeah, so I just got to put some gas in the tank, and we're gonna see. First of all, we'll do the leak test. See if it leaks. That's pretty new fuel line. Hopefully the needle and seat will cooperate. So let's set up. Let's see what happens here. We got some of this liquid gold here. This is $4.50 a gallon where I live. How much is it where you live? That's probably way too much. Perfect. It is not leaking. I gotta open this door. Did that blow out all the shot? He's gonna have to deal with it. I got a kill wire here. This is the throttle. Alright, here we go. Okay, it runs. It's not idling. This doesn't seem to make a difference. That's weird. Huh. Let me try again and see if I get an idle. I think this guy, whoever has this, got the idle turned. The spring's compressed. Smoky. Let's, I guess I could put a spring on it, try to hold it at idle. That is a big boy. Shaking the whole shop. Well, I think you can get these downdraft carbs to work for, you know, like a mini bike scenario. They just don't tune very well, you know, and I don't know. I've never got one to work. So if I did put this on a go-kart or mini bike, I'd definitely make an intake manifold and put like a Makuni or just something else Something needs to be big because this is an 8-horse. That's what the 1.9 is. That's 19 cubic inches. It's big for a motor, you know. All right, guys. Well, it starts on one pole. This thing sat upside down for like 15 years, at least 20, 25 years it could be. This will always be a Briggs and Stratton fan to the end. These things are, you can't kill them. Okay, that's it. Thanks guys for watching. This is probably going to be another long video. It took me a few days to get this filmed. Kept putting the shirt back on for continuity. Just kidding, I'm a slob. Yeah, this whole thing's been filmed on a new camera. I got a GoPro Hero 8, trying it out. Tell me what you think. Alright guys, I gotta let all the smoke clear. Yeah. Oh.